delicate flower is just too damaged. Please help him. Welcome back to all our favorite money-hungry check-collecting couples who are here for one and only reason, and that is to get money, because obviously none of them are really trying to make it work, except maybe Florian and Stacy, but that is to be determined. The jury is still out. Gino is still making excuses and denying an addiction. Josh is MIA, and Natalie decides to apologize with all the empty soullessness in her eyes. Stacy and Florian continue to be the parents of the bunch. Rob is whiny and Sophie is holding out. Brandon gets whipped and Ariel and Ben continue to fake it, I guess. But first, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If you want to support the channel, drop a super thanks. I appreciate all the support. Y'all are awesome, and thank you so much as we grow. Well, as we go on, we see the madness just unfold in real time because none of them are genuine at all.
I've been thinking about this open marriage concept for a good amount of weeks because I don't see Gino and I having any intimacy anytime soon.
Okay, so you completely step out on your marriage. This is the thing. You can agree that he is not even trying. If this whole... Now, I get it. There's all kinds of stuff going on behind the scenes. But taking it at face value, what you're trying to present, if you are not really being there and you're really not trying to make it work for your relationship, you could at least sell it better and not try to act like you're trying to step out on any given moment at any given time. And he could actually try to look like he gives a damn about you instead of that you just gross him out because he's attracted to other things. Let's just go ahead and assume there's something going on there. But either way, none of you are even trying. So let's take it at face value. What we have here is someone who is willing to step out on her marriage, if it was a marriage that was working, and not even look twice or think back. And you have another person that's not even trying to make it work intimately, which is also not good. Either way, if this was genuine, it would be headed to Splitsville in no time flat.
She's trying to find a solution to the frustration that you're experiencing. And I think thinking outside of the box for there to be hope.
You are a crap therapist. Basically, she's trying to explain away the fact that Jasmine is saying she wants to jump on the next best thing without even trying to get a divorce or split up by saying she's trying to look for solutions. Look, you need to fix whatever the hell's going on with Gino, and you need to fix whatever the hell's going on with Jasmine, because Jasmine clearly has no problem just hopping on to the next person, and Gino has no problem going a year without any kind of intimacy in a marriage. Both of those things are not normal.
Open marriage, that's not for me. I'm not an open marriage kind of guy. That's not what I want to do. That's not how I want my marriage to be. Thinking about my wife as some other guy. That's not me, no thanks.
But thinking about her with you, also not me, no thanks. So, Gino, you're having a little bit of, wrong discourse there, a little bit of cognitive dissonance, if you will. Some problems going on, because sure, you don't want to see her with another guy. Of course not. That's your wife. You don't want to see her with another guy, except for some people who are into some weird stuff. And I would argue that then you're stepping outside the marriage, and you're just going to have problems there anyway. So, you're saying you don't want to see her with another guy, but yet you're not going to be that guy, so... I mean, at this point, it's not just her. He should do the right thing and divorce her. So, but neither one of them are really doing the right thing, are they?
When you each can submit to each other, not only does that get you out of your head, but it really does start to develop that physical
I feel like she's making this up on the fly.
Trust between you guys, right? Your bodies can begin to trust each other again. Okay?
Let's have our bodies trust each other by dominating the other. So this should be fun. I understand in concept what she's saying. It's like you're trusting the other one to not do anything crazy. But at the same time, you're also basically saying, y'all don't trust each other. Here's some whips and chains. Have fun. Sounds like a good thing, I get. No, not at all. Not at all. Bad. These experts, these therapists are almost as bad as the Married at First Sight experts / therapists, in that you'd think if someone was a therapist or was an expert in their field, they would showcase their skills a little bit better. But none of them really showcase anything other than that they're making it seem like any random Joe off the street could be a therapist.
The way I see it is if Sophie gets to dominate me, maybe she gets out some of that frustration.
Is that so?
I'll take the punishment if it gets us.
You'll take it. You'll take one for the team, eh? I will take the punishment if it helps Sophie get out some of that frustration. Yeah, okay, Rob, it seems like you might have a secret want to be dominated, but instead of just being like, yeah, I could be submissive, that's cool, you're going to be like, you know what, I'd do it for her. You know what, Sophie? I will do it for you because you're the one. I got you. Of course, in typical Rob fashion, he's making it like he's the savior, when in reality, secretly, he's like, yes, I've always wanted to be dominated.
This is a spanking
That's a what?
And tickling and blindfolding kit.
Okay, it's official. Before she came there, she went straight to Spencer's gift set, get every prop/toy, probably picked up a blacklight, some blacklight posters, some lube, and a couple funky lighters at the same time. Seriously, it's a little pack in cellophane saying, here's your fun pack. Now, y'all got some whips and some ties and things. I'm like, this looks like the cheapest crap. I swear she went to like the adult store that's like the equivalent to the dollar store of the adult world. Like, that's what that looks like.
I'm getting hot, Stacey. I'm telling you the truth.
I like that.
Like, no, Stacey, you stop. I'm getting hot. I'm getting turned on. Like, it's so matter of fact. It's like not even any kind of like, lead in at all. So that's fun. But it's funny because they still are kind of like the mom and dad of the group and the only ones, which is kind of funny, that come off as somewhat normal and might actually last.
Gino, I want you to plan a night of seduction for Jasmine.
The guy who has no interest in sex has to plan a night of seduction.
Okay?
So you're talking about non-sexual stuff, right, at this moment?
Right.
Because I'm not ready to jump in.
Because I'm not ready to jump in yet, because did I mention that, oh, by the way, I need to be cuddled, really? I need to be the little spoon. That's what it is. He needs to be the little spoon, and she's not letting him be the little spoon. He's like, I need to be held, please. I can't feel intimacy until that. Although he's been saying this for about a year, so at this point, he's just trying to hide the truth, which is that he's not attracted to her, that's for sure. So what is the truth, Gino? Are you just impotent, or are you trying to hide something by being in the relationship you're in, perhaps?
Yeah, gentlemen, help me take off my robe. Seduce me.
Oh, seduce me.
To be seducing you, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's so seductive, Gino. You really know how to seduce a lady there. Like, she's like a ghost. Woo! Like, every time there comes to something that... And listen, it could very well be that he's not taking anything seriously because they're obviously not there for the right reasons. That's most of these couples. So it's very possible he's just not taking any of it seriously because of that. He's just not a good actor to act like they're trying to make it work or whatever. But damn, you make everything like something silly every time, and you can't just go along with it. I mean, you might get a bigger check if you do.
Because I want you.
Oh, what does he turn into a 5-year-old? Like, he just turns into giggles. Like, what is that? That's like the most awkward thing, is Gino just automatically starts giggling and turning into a child. Like, this 50-plus-year-old man all of a sudden reverts back to elementary school or something. It's kind of bizarre. Can we get these therapists like exploring that crap, which might actually like produce some fruit in this relationship? Or are we just going to keep acting like, oh, by the way, we need to bust out some whips?
When are we going to be intimate?
No, I told you. You should be very clear to you. I'm not going to be jumping right into sex. I'm too damaged to do that.
What the hell did he just say out of his mouth? I'm too damaged to do that. He literally is just claiming that he is too damaged to sleep with you. Before it was the emotional intimacy and all that kind of things in there. Now it's like he's this damaged, poor, wilted flower of a man, which, kind of true. I mean, he is no man. That's just true in and of itself. But now he's trying to, this delicate flower is just too damaged. Please help him. I mean, my God, man. Look, just divorce the lady. Good Lord, just divorce her. Just tell her to divorce you. Something, because this is just getting painful.
You consume pornography every day, several times.
No, I don't. That's absolutely way untrue.
All right, so now she's leveling the accusation that he's watching porn every day, 7 days a week, masturbating, and that's how he's getting off. Now, just to point this out, if that's true, and there's some level of truth to it, because he's like outright denying it, but then later on he talks about it a little bit, and she's saying he does it 7 days a week. If there's any truth to that he's consuming porn on a regular basis, or really at all, that can be damaging to a relationship. That can be a situation where that might actually be part of the reason why there's no intimacy, in that he is just escaping into this digital world of pornography. It can be damaging to relationships, and that might be the problem right there, if it's true. Now, it's true on some level, I'm sure, but is it as much as she's saying, or is it what he's saying, which is basically not at all? Somewhere in the middle. Either way, there's a good chance it could be causing a problem in the relationship.
One of our core issues, which is the sex issue, and she's saying that I have a porn addiction. I'm like, stop lying that I have a porn. I do not have a porn addiction.
You know what he's really mad about, though? It's not even like he's trying to say, like, I don't have the porn addiction. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know if you have a porn addiction or not. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I know that porn can be damaging in relationships, but does he have an addiction? I don't know. But it seems to me like he's more mad that it got brought up. That might have actually been something. For all that is scripted and for all that is like goes on behind the scenes to really create the drama, that one part of this, which is that, putting out there that he watches porn probably more than a little bit, is probably not what he anticipated. So I really think he's probably genuinely kind of pissed about that, because he most likely did not think that was coming.
Gino told me I have like anger with my wife, and I think Gino should like let the anger turn in sex with Jasmine. Make Jasmine happy and zip her mouth, and boom, done.
And boom, done. You just zip Gino, zip in, zip out, be happy, boom, done. Like floor him with the matter of fact, like, I will tell you how to fix your problems, Gino. You need to give her a little something. I mean, that's what she's been complaining about the whole time, so he might not be wrong.
Asking Sophie, how long have you guys not been intimate?
How long?
Ours is probably like a year.
Say what?
Or like 11 months.
What are you? What is actually going on then? It's been 11 months? So you've moved out of the house. Y'all are still together, but you've been almost a year and y'all haven't been intimate? Like, you might as well just go ahead and divorce. I mean, if you're not even acting like you're a married couple and having everything that comes along with it, and that is the intimacy too, then what are y'all holding on to? Now, for them, they came in saying, like, we just thought we'd give it one more chance. So it sounds like, regardless of how real it is, which, there's some truth to it for sure, they planned on, they were planning on going through with the divorce, but now they're like, hey, we'll give it one more shot. Now, the one more shot is probably, hey, we'll pay you to come on this show if you give it one more shot. So there you go. But it's you might as well just cut off and run if y'all have already been basically living your lives separately for a whole year. Is there any reason to continue on with this, or just go through with the divorce? I argue probably just go through with the divorce and stop following through with this charade.
Half of it is gone.
It's fine.
How am I gonna get drunk?
Exactly. Like, you shook off and threw half of the champagne. How am I going to get drunk to kind of halfway enjoy our time together? Because, out of all the couples, the one that is really like, what? And you're just kind of looking at them like, why are y'all even here? The most is probably Ariel and Ben. That's the one that seems to me like it just makes no sense. They've not shown an inch of wanting to be together since day one. She kind of acts a little crazy. She goes through like different phases of, she might be at this stage where she's like overly giddy and kind of laughing a lot, to just extremely depressed. And there's no in between. There's no just kind of normal for her. So I don't know what she's got going on, but it's a weird kind of dynamic there. And then you have him who only gives a damn about getting his social media passwords. Case in point.
Hangouts.
Oh, nice hangouts.
I feel like just our relationship, maybe I can see like small like bright and hope.
Oh, okay. And
maybe she give it to me my social media.
And there it is. Maybe she give it to me my social media passwords. Like every time. Every time. He's saying something nice. It's been nice. It's been a nice hangout. It's been going good. Maybe she'll give me my social media passwords. Now, I've said since day one, it's kind of ridiculous her holding that out. She claims she forgot them. I doubt it. I'm sure she knows them and she's still just holding out. Give them the damn passwords. Why are you trying to hold on to something that is not there? Because that's the only reason she's holding on, is one, to be vindictive, and two, so she can hold out and hope that that will in turn make something rekindle. In reality, all he gives a damn about is his social media passwords, so give them to him. Even after a date that by all accounts seemed to be nice for both of you, he's still only saying, I want my passwords. So give it up, lady. Please, for the love of God, it's getting pathetic.
He was attacking everybody except for Josh, blaming on everyone. And I'm very proud of you for the position that you took.
Thank you.
During that confrontation. You were the biggest person in the room.
Except for the fact that she was the person that put on a skin-tight outfit to go and actually flirt with Josh. All of them were at fault. All of them. Every single one had a part to play in this.
She's not coming home, right?
Yeah.
That's
She
too
doesn't
far.
even live with me.
I feel like that's too far.
She doesn't live with me. And it started out with her just living with me, going to the bars, and not coming home.
That's super...
If she was my girlfriend, been gone.
Later.
Okay, so he's saying that them living separately started with her going to the bars and not coming home. Had she been his girlfriend, she would have been gone. I don't believe you, Rob. At least not 100%. I think there's probably a little bit of truth in there somewhere, but in reality, he's doing what Rob always does in downplaying it and trying to make it look like he's the worst one off. When in reality, they both had their part to play in this, for sure, and he's definitely not been innocent throughout the whole thing. So, if he's saying she just up and left and went to the club and didn't come back, yeah, what were you doing? Because you definitely played a part in the demise of your relationship. Whatever it was, I mean, you started it off before y'all ever got married by web chatting with a bunch of females and getting videos, naked videos, porn, whatever you were getting from them. So you started that out. Now, after you were married, you definitely had a part to play. The question is, how deep of a part?
I feel like sort of bitchy energy right away.
Oh, do you?
Move the glasses away. Oh, move the scissors away. Natalie came and I'm like...
Oh, yeah, Natalie came and didn't say a damn word and just stood there staring at everybody, not doing a damn thing. And yet you're going to say, oh, I sense a little bit of a bitchy energy and they're moving everything away. I'm like, yeah, well, you're the one that they're not quite sure if you're going to unalive them because you have no soul.
My behavior was inappropriate and apologize
True.
for that.
Apologizes, she should leave it at there.
When I was at school, I was bullied,
my God.
a lot. And I went...
And there she goes. She actually takes it there thanks to the idiot therapist that says, oh, you were bullied. That's why you act this way. Giving her, not realizing that, a therapist who should realize when someone might have some sort of narcissistic personality disorder or something like that, might actually take that and run with it and make it about them. Or perhaps like a borderline personality. Something. She's got something going on, and a good therapist might recognize that and not take it and say like, oh, were you bullied in school? That's why you acted that way? And she's like, yes, that is why I act like this. Exactly. I use that as excuse so they understand that it is all about me. And that's exactly what she's doing. I apologize, but you see I was bullied very bad. Everything she described was just typical schoolhouse stuff that isn't pleasant, but most people go through. And then, of course, like dominoes, every single one of these women in the room said, yep, I was bullied. I'm like, listen, people go through stuff in school, and it's not always the easiest or most fun thing, for sure. School can suck at times. But I would venture to say that most people you talk to is like, yeah, I had some rough times at school, because that's how school is. You deal with it, you move on. You don't use it as an excuse later in life to excuse your horrible behavior.
You kept grabbing his arm. You didn't touch any of the other guys. You was clearly trying to make me jealous, and that's
She's like, the apology has immediately gone out the window.
My husband. So he was already disrespecting me and didn't allow me the place to come to you. I don't know if your man,
Yes, she absolutely did that. But you got to look at everything in its totality and everyone how they had their part. Josh had his part by starting off by sending Sophie messages in the first damn place. Why are you talking to another girl when you're supposed to be in some relationship? Although, clearly it wasn't that serious to him, but did Natalie know that? No. And so he's actually sending messages behind her back trying to see about another woman who's in another relationship going to Las Vegas. Wrong. Then you have Sophie, who is up there trying to get back at Natalie by dressing in a skin-tight outfit and touching and flirting with Josh. Wrong. Then you have Jasmine, who's over there talking in the ear of Natalie to get her going. Wrong. And then you have Natalie, who has absolutely no self-control, who she's basically like a tinderbox just waiting to be ignited. Wrong. All of them absolutely wrong. No one was right in this. There's no one that could be like an innocent victim. They were all wrong and they all had a part to play. So Sophie acting like she's innocent, just ridiculous. Jasmine acting like she's innocent, absolutely ridiculous. They are all ridiculous people.
That's what I tried to say. Like, I really didn't say nothing back.
Josh is the freaking problem, Natalie. Yeah. And that's the reason why I let you know.
Oh my gosh. That's the reason why you let you know. No, Jasmine, you let her know because you wanted to get something going because you're a drama queen. You love to see the drama. You thrive on the drama. And then when it gets turned on you, you turn on the waterworks for the ugliest cry I have ever seen in my life every time I see it. So no, you didn't do that as a friend. So stop trying to act like that. The interesting thing about this is she produces the messages, what Josh sent to her, basically inviting her to Vegas.
I'm not a fake person, so I don't like her. After how I've seen her behave, I don't like her, so I'm not gonna act like I do.
You are absolutely a fake person because you're acting like you're genuine when you went and got that started, again, by throwing on that tight outfit strictly to get under her skin. So you are absolutely a fake person. If you were not a fake person, you'd see this as concerning and maybe come to her if you thought that was, if you were a real person. But no, instead, you went the petty route. Congratulations, you just proved the point of you are a fake person. But I really don't know why anyone is shocked at all, and I certainly don't know why Natalie is shocked about this, considering Josh is the same person that will not let her in his house, and she doesn't even have a clue where he lives. So there should be some red flags there, but instead you're shocked by this? Like, this should be the least shocking thing. The more shocking thing will be when you find out he has a full-blown family with a bunch of kids at his house. Then, of course, the women come back and they realize that the men have been drinking and Gino's finally having fun because he's been drinking a little bit, but he's getting a little rowdy. And of course, Jasmine wants to take control of the situation. Then some things kind of happen.
I'm gonna destroy it again.
She already threw out one drink and now he's trying to get another drink and she's threatening to get rid of that one. Because he's not, I don't really know the point of this. Just let the guy drink for real.
No! What are you doing?
But see, Florian is now getting upset because it's a little deeper than just she threw the drink. So what happened was immediately Jasmine was coming and saying, Florian, why are you encouraging him? You're a bad influence. And he's just like, he's just having a good time. For some reason, Stacy decides to stick up for Jasmine and tell him he's being too much. So why are you doing that when he wasn't even doing anything? So he's already frustrated. Jasmine throws another drink and then this ensues.
First time you throw my drink.
You throw my drink.
All right, oh, come on.
Get away!
Now, he didn't do... Now, should he have had some self-control? Yes, he should not be in her face. Absolutely. That was wrong. There's no reason for that. Why not have self-control? I mean, she's gonna pick at you. She's that type of person. But you don't play into it. You just tell her, stop being ridiculous, Jasmine. She can get in your face all you want. Really, she puts hands on you. All you gotta do is hold her back. That's all that's gonna happen. So, I don't know why you're in her face acting like you're gonna fight her or something. That was wrong on your part. But Jasmine is a ridiculous person, and quite frankly, she's always trying to start a fight, and she's only getting mad because Gino seems to be actually enjoying himself at this point. Jasmine kind of is a miserable person, and she doesn't really want anyone else to be happy if she's not happy first. So that's the kind of self-centeredness we have there. But the problem, the overarching problem of all of this is that every time they have alcohol, there is no need for it. You're in a therapeutic retreat. Why the hell are you serving alcohol? You know damn well that is a recipe for drama. But and you know what? The answer is in the question. Why are you serving alcohol at a therapeutic retreat for TV? Well, there you go, because it makes good TV. So all they're trying to do is get TV, if they get good TV and get good scenes and all those kind of things, because if they really wanted to make something that mattered, if they really wanted to make something that was substantive and would actually show a advancement in relationships, they wouldn't have alcohol. There's no need for it. You're just trying to actually have connecting moments, bonding moments, fun moments. That's it. But they're not trying to do that. They're trying to make good ratings, which is also why they chose all the couples that don't have a damn chance. So, entertaining as it may be, not much hope for any of them. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate all the support. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If you want to show support to this channel, drop a super thanks. I will see y'all tomorrow for Married at First Sight's back. Join me then.